Remember the 1950s? For some, it was the golden age of America. But beneath the poodle skirts and rock and roll, there was a completely different world. A world with things so bizarre and normal back then, you'll wonder how anyone survived. We're about to count down 15 things from the 50s that have been completely forgotten. And trust me, some of these are going to blow your mind. You will not believe what was considered a fun children's toy. Stay with us, because the last one is the most shocking of all. Starting our journey back in time, let's talk about something that was everywhere: lead paint. Yes, that's right. Walls, toys, cribs all coated in a sweet-tasting poison. Kids would literally chew on windowsills painted with it. Today, we know lead is incredibly toxic, but back then, its dangers were not widely understood. The vibrant colors were just too appealing. Next up, drive-in theaters. Okay, so they're not totally forgotten, but they were a cultural phenomenon. Imagine pulling up in your Chevy, hooking a speaker to your window, and watching a double feature under the stars. It was the ultimate date night and family outing. It's a slice of Americana that sadly almost vanished. Number 13. The Milkman. Every morning, like clockwork, a friendly face would arrive at your doorstep to deliver fresh milk in glass bottles. When you were done, you'd just leave the empty bottles out for him to collect. No plastic waste, no last-minute trips to the store. It was a simple, personal service that connected communities. Remember when you could just leave your front door unlocked? In many 1950s neighborhoods, that was the norm. There was a sense of community trust that feels almost alien today. Kids played outside until the streetlights came on, and neighbors looked out for one another. It was a different kind of safety. Let's talk about something a little more peculiar: vibrating belt machines. These contraptions were marketed as an effortless way to jiggle away fat. You just stand there, wrap a belt around your waist, and let the machine shake you vigorously. Spoiler alert, they didn't work. But they were a staple in gyms and even some homes. If you enjoy videos that take you back in time like this, do us a favor and hit that subscribe button. We have so many more fascinating stories to share, and we'd love for you to join our community of history lovers. Thanks for your support. It really means a lot. Now, let's get back to the 50s. At number 9, we have switchboard operators. Before direct dialing, making a phone call was a two-step process. You'd pick up the receiver and an operator. Almost always a woman would ask, "Number, please?" They were the original human search engines, connecting calls by manually plugging wires into a giant board. How about this one? Home fallout shelters. With the Cold War in full swing, the fear of nuclear attack was very real. Families were encouraged to build their own underground bunkers in their backyards, stocked with canned goods and water, ready to wait out the nuclear winter. It was a grim reality of the era. Coming in at number 7, car designs. Cars in the 50s were works of art. Think massive tail fins, chrome everywhere, and bold pastel colors. They were heavy, gas-guzzling beasts without seatbelts or airbags, but they had style for days. Driving was less about efficiency and more about making a statement. Let's talk entertainment. Before streaming, before even cable, television was a brand new magic box. Families would gather around a tiny black and white screen to watch their one or two available channels. TV dinners, which were also new, were designed specifically for this new family ritual. Number 5. Smoking was literally everywhere. On planes, in restaurants, in hospitals, even in doctors' offices. Advertisements featured doctors endorsing their favorite brand of cigarettes. The health risks were not just downplayed. They were actively hidden from the public. It's wild to see old photos and movies where people are lighting up without a second thought. Remember the children's toy I mentioned? Here it is. At number 4, the Gilbert U-238 Atomic Energy Lab. This was a real toy, sold to kids, that contained actual radioactive materials. It included a Geiger counter and samples of uranium ore. The goal was to let kids perform their own nuclear fission experiments. Can you even imagine that today? It gets even crazier. Number 3 is the widespread use of certain powerful prescription drugs. Doctors would hand them out for everything from anxiety to weight loss without a full understanding of their addictive properties. It was seen as a modern solution to everyday problems, but it created a silent crisis for many, particularly housewives. At number 2, we have civil defense drills in schools. Kids were taught to duck and cover under their desks in case of a nuclear blast. They practiced these drills regularly, a constant and terrifying reminder of the atomic threat looming over their lives. It was a form of psychological conditioning for an entire generation. And finally, the number 1 forgotten thing from the 1950s. Something that was an accepted part of the mainstream that is utterly unthinkable now. Before the Civil Rights Act of 1964, segregation was legally enforced across many parts of America. Separate facilities for different races schools, water fountains, bus seats, restaurants were the law of the land. It's a painful and crucial part of our history that we must never forget. A stark reminder of how far we've come and the progress we must continue to protect. Thanks for watching. I hope this trip back in time was as eye-opening for you as it was for us. If you found this interesting, please like and subscribe for more dives into our forgotten past. See you next time.